On February the 2nd, 2011, I applied for Martin Luther King's job. I applied for his job because that position been vacant for over 50 years. We got too many self-serving demigods. Pastor Jamal Bryant, Al Sharpton, yeah. Self-serving demigods. This Sunday morning, this is my Sunday morning confessions. I'm the man from Zion. I went to Baltimore in 1991, straight out the Illinois Department of Corrections, behind the war on drugs, N62528. Martin Luther King wouldn't accept this, so why do you? Our black leadership ain't leading us in no direction. I made a sacrifice, and I made a promise. December the 2nd, 2006, 15 years ago, my son was killed in Zion, Illinois, behind this war on drugs, the haves and the have-nots. We scrambling out here. My son was killed over some Nike tennis shoes. That's my son, Jarrell Neray Davis. That's my son, but he ain't got a drop of my blood in him. I took care of him since he was born. You feel me? His mother said he was my child, and I took care of him. That's all it took. This is Zion Forum for our anti-violence program, and that's me in 2006. All right? On December 2006, I made a promise to my son that the name Shorty gonna mean something. And my name means something in Baltimore, and it means something in Zion. My name means something, and I'm still alive. Like I said, on February the 2nd, my mother died from cancer, and y'all kidnapped me from my family. You kidnapped me in December of 7, and in 2011. You feel me? I'm a black man in America, and we ain't got no rights. We're not supposed to bury our kids. Our kids are supposed to bury us. That's the design of life. But if you want to make change, you got to be that change. And I chose that fight. Shorty, the champion for justice. I am Dred Scott. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and our kids the cash crop. You feel me? Our kids are the cash crop. You cashing out on our kids. You created a cradle of prison pipeline for our kids. Al Sharpton won't open his mouth. Jamal Bryant won't open his mouth. Our black leadership is silent on this. The war on drugs is a war on the black community, and won't nobody open their mouth. I made sacrifices, and I made promises. On March the 3rd, 1986, I turned in guns and drugs to the police at the police station. Y'all seen the movie The Wire? Dog, this is deeper than The Wire. Because when I turned in my client list, I turned in judges, lawyers, and politicians. I turned in police officers. My client list was scandalous. You feel me? And when I turned in my client list, I shot the town up for 45 minutes. I took a 12-gauge shotgun, a .357 Magnum, a .38, and a .357 Magnum Derringer. Look at my property list. You feel me? Look at my property list. This is my Sunday morning joy, and I ain't crying. My eyes tear up. I burnt up my tear ducts. When I turned in them guns and them drugs, it was about ending the war on drugs because you was killing our kids in 1986. You did Iran-Contra in 1977, 78, and 79. I was on the U.S.S. Mississippi. I was a teenager. I was 17 years old. I learned about selling drugs. I learned about transporting drugs. I learned about killing people. 1981, I put somebody in the dirt. You feel me? Because when it comes to this, by any means necessary. If I was willing to kill for selling nickels and dimes, I'm willing to die for the truth. I ain't scared of dying because me and God got a thing going on. You heard the story of Job? This is my Sunday morning joy. Just like the story of Job, I'm doing my job. But my job over with. 2022, I want access to the grand jury, or we're going to the Supreme Court because y'all stole my property. Y'all knowingly lied to the grand jury. You presented false evidence to the grand jury. I've been homeless since 2011. I was making $260,000 a year, and I need my money. $260,000 a year times 15. That's what you owe me. Governor Hogan, you make $550 million a year off of inmates. Yeah, prison labor. the state of Illinois and the state of Maryland, a class action lawsuit, because I'm not the only one you did this to. You did it to Benny Starks. You did it to Juan Revere. You did it to Alton Logan. See, the Innocence Project can only let one person out of jail. I'm going to file a class action lawsuit and let everybody out of jail. This class action lawsuit going to go back from 1986 to now. Mike, check! Can you hear me now?